Hi YouTube, it's me, Caitlin. I'm in my PJs, slightly inappropriate, I know, but I figured I would wear my PJs because I can. I tried to make a video earlier, and it didn't really work because for some odd reason, if my video goes beyond like 8 minutes, then the sound goes off. I don't know why. So I might have to do this video in a couple parts. So yeah. Today's topic is lupus. So I wanted to talk a little bit about diagnosis, how I got diagnosed, and the process with that. And the reason why I'm making this video is because anybody that is going through this process probably is feeling pretty discouraged right now. It is a very frustrating process to go through, and it can be pretty discouraging. And a lot of the time, patients are told that they're crazy. You know, very crazy. And unfortunately, there are some people that have even been sent to the psych ward because of this, where they're told, you know, there's absolutely no reason for your pain, you're fine, and they just get totally written off by doctors. And it can be pretty hurtful. So that is why I wanted to make this video. So I guess the first thing I want to say is if you are going through the process of perhaps getting diagnosed with an autoimmune disease or even just stuff like arthritis or sorry, my brain isn't working, fibromyalgia, then I would like to say to you, do not give up, and keep fighting. And I know that that's really easy for me to say, but, you know, in my mind, I truly do believe that people know their bodies better than anybody else. So unless you have hypochondria, which a lot of the doctors might tell you you have, sorry, sorry. The chances are you probably are right. I know that I definitely went through that. And there were many times along the road where it's just like, you know what, I give up. This is just a wild goose chase. There's no point in trying to fight this anymore. But I just kept pushing through because I was like, no, I know that there is something going on. So, yes. Keep fighting. What else did I want to say? Unfortunately, if you are going through this process and you struggle with mental illness, this process is probably going to be harder. I definitely had to face that, where a lot of people, well, a lot of doctors were like, you know, you're crazy. That's all. Don't worry. You're just crazy. You're just so depressed that your joints hurt, you know, and I was just like, oh, you know, I felt perfectly happy, but, you know, good to know I'm depressed, like, yeah, and unfortunately, specifically with lupus, the average time to get diagnosed is, so with your first complaint, of all of your symptoms, it usually takes 4 years before you're diagnosed. And I don't say that to discourage you, I say that to actually encourage you, although it probably doesn't feel that way right now. Because if you're not at the 4-year mark yet, it means you need to keep fighting. Um, and if you are at the 4-year mark, it's just a statistic, you know. You might be the percentage that's a little bit over. So yes, I'm scared because I'm almost at the 8-minute mark. What was I going to say? Okay, I guess I'll mention some of the doctors I saw. So I have seen a normal GP. I've been to the hospital for this. I have seen a internal medicine specialist. I have seen a neurologist, a psychiatrist, and a rheumatologist. They all pretty much said the same thing. You know, you're crazy. And thankfully, one thing I do have to be very thankful for is I did have a very good GP, and she believed me 100%. Perhaps not in the beginning, but, you know, despite that, she was like, you know what, if this is something you want to pursue, I will help you. You know, I personally don't think something is going on, but if you think that there is, then I will take the measures that are needed to taken to see and to investigate. And as time went by, she slowly was like, you know what, I think there is something going on. And I think that although perhaps the facts are not obvious enough to other doctors yet, I'm willing to help you fight, and I'm willing to help you get the tests you need to be diagnosed. So I was very blessed that way. And I am almost at the 8-minute mark. So I guess you're just going to have to wait for part 2.